Hello everyone, welcome back to Other Remains channel. We're playing Torrents as a Spellhoarder with April, Joe, John, and Tommy. Please introduce your characters and let's sip some more tea.
Or honey.
Let's
Or honey.
let's let's spill the tea.
Let's spill the
Um,
tea.
Hello, I'm April. I'm playing Mayra, Deep Scar of the Azure Abyss. I am a Triton Paladin, Oath of the Open Sea.
Open sea.
Part-time Disney princess. No.
That's right.
Hi, my name is Joe. I'll be playing Rax. He's a Wormslayer Ranger.
I'm John, and I'll be playing Ko, the Echo Knight, who is realizing he's scared of tornadoes.
Oh no!
Oh no! not in this adventure.
It'll never happen.
Terrible.
Hi everyone. Tomi here. I'm playing Ferromalars, the young bronze dragon ranger.
Bless you. And bless all the bees. They're all buzzing around in this little courtyard because they're going from flower to flower. Because you're sitting at the Garden of Hope and Liberty, which is a little tea house in the inner courtyard. As you can see on the image, it's packed with flowers and herbs and all kinds of plants. Liberty running the place mostly, being 12 herself, running around with trays. Not too many guests, but these small tables seat a few people. Some just a couple just arrived and sat down, and Liberty went to them. And I will do a recap in detail about your past maybe half an hour here. But also there's another person here. There's Hope, who is 8 years old, wears a unicorn knitted hat, and she loves to sing. She's the more cheerful and very, very friendly, and you know, she never left your table since you arrived. Also, you kept her entertained, so that's probably the reason. While Liberty just whenever she could, she came by and asked you if her sister wasn't too much. You also have Aishlin with you, who's clad in full plate armor, of course, made out of these very light alloys and natural plates of crabs and such. He heard a song, Deep Sea Elvish song, that lured him and all of you inside, which was sung by Hope, and it was called the Hymn of the Guardian Sphere, which is one of the most ancient songs of the Deep Sea Elves, kind of a national anthem to them. And you know, as you started indulging and talking with Hope, she revealed that she really hates being in this city, and she just, you know, she waits for Liberty to just close shop and leave as soon as possible. They've been here for years, so this is probably not something that's going to happen soon. But she doesn't like the place because of all the oppressive and arrogant half-dragon nobles who basically don't care about anybody but themselves, feeling superior to all of the others, and all the slavery situation that is going on in the city. She also told you, as it came up during the discussion, that they know Harbormaster Garion Sorpin, and they find him, as she labels him a cool guy. She didn't explain why, but you know, Mara finds this quite strange, especially based on the encounter with him. Hope just says that it's probably a misunderstanding because he's such a nice person, and she really tries to defend him. But then again, Liberty kind of interrupts with the sentence, and you realize that Liberty doesn't want Hope to talk about her true feelings about the city. It's a city under oppression, under martial rule. You know, it's a sort of a dictatorship owned by these half dragons, and Hope is just two wide mouths, and Liberty realizes that they don't know you, though you are obviously foreigners or you're faking it really well, but she's more wise, you know. She doesn't want Hope to bring trouble on them, so whenever she can, she hushes her, and you can see that they are really good at hiding their intentions, and you know, talking how do you call this in English, like deceiving things. So I mean, they are trying. They are, first of all, this communication between the two girls is very subtle and almost unnoticeable, and also how they deterred the conversation, or Hope tries to react to her sister's reaction is magnificent. So she does it really, really well. But you see through this, Mara and Rex has seen the intention behind it, and I mean all the what's going, you know, how Liberty reacts to Hope, and how Hope reacts to Liberty's guidance in not speaking all of her mind out to strangers immediately. So that's where we're at, and you can hear the streets outside. It's a celebration going on outside. And what do you guys do?
I have a quick question from Mayra and Rex. Do they get a vibe from Liberty that they're afraid, or that we're not really trustworthy, or they're
Both.
you
I
know?
mean, Liberty is the sober one, afraid of getting into trouble, you know, and they don't know you. I mean, obviously, Nera and Rax, you realize that they are afraid of you because they don't know you, and they don't want to, you know, immediately go, you know.
No.
And Hope is really a child, so I mean, she's speaking what's on her mind, you know. And Liberty is a bit more sober and tries to put her in her place. She might not do this to everyone, but all the hero stories and all that, it just got her so excited that, you know, she spills the tea, literally. And says, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, it went on your trousers. You know what? I will call
Hold
you."
on.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, what?
When she spills the tea and says, "Oh, I'm sorry,"
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that my pockets aren't getting picked, and that nobody else's pockets are getting picked. He's like, "Wait a minute, I know this scam."
All right, she's not touching you.
Okay,
You know?
good. I just wanna
She's
make
like,
sure I
oh,
can
she
spot
just gives you
anything.
some hankies and like whatever, you know, whatever she has in her pockets.
Don't touch me.
No. You know what? I had this idea. I will remember you, and I will call you as the fantastic superheroes of hope.
Sounds like that's her name. We haven't come up with one yet.
Oh,
Looking over at Mara.
that's good. That's how I'm gonna call you.
So fantastic superheroes of hope.
I like it. I like it.
So it's exotic. I'm here for it.
Is she sitting with us, or is she serving other people now?
No, hope
Actually, it'll be the
hope is
superheroes of hope, so it's for show.
a show.
Oh, okay. I'm done. Sorry.
No, she enjoys it, and she goes, "This is really nice. I really love this one. Fantastic superheroes of hope." All right, so yeah, no, she Hope sits with you. Liberty just stood up, serves a couple. You know, they drink tea, and she walks by, and if she has nothing else to do, she sits down. But you can see that she's mostly with you. I mean, Liberty, to take care of Hope, and she introduced herself as well as the protector of Hope. So she sits down while this couple is drinking their tea, and whenever you say so, I can take her away. No, I'm really enjoying their company.
We've definitely got some things we need to discuss.
Oh, we do?
No.
All right.
No.
You. I mean, you.
We.
All right.
Yeah, we,
I'm sorry. I'm
not you.
sorry. I'm sorry. Hope, come. We need to clean the kitchen and then they leave, and Liberty just drags open. Don't go before, don't go without saying goodbye. We'll be back in a moment. And then Liberty just takes her to the back somewhere where the toilet was and all that.
Right. Now we can talk.
Indeed.
What are we doing? What's that?
Indeed, we can talk.
Now. So I know we've got a lot on our plates, and we've got a lot of planning to do. And we seem to keep stacking up more stuff on top of all the
Yes.
stuff. I think we need to find this fella as quick as we can. My experience, this is what it looks like to old Rax. You've got a council who can't convene until he comes back. And you've got a huge issue coming up. And they're going out and dealing with aboliths and everything else. And here's this fella who all of a sudden's missing. He's gone to do his research. You can't convene the council to make rulings. So pretty soon the whole place will be under martial law. Someone's going to execute some sort of big superpower to take over everything because the council don't work no more. So our job, as soon as possible, has got to be to find this fella who's most likely been kidnapped by someone on the council.
All right. Well, I definitely agree that we should be seeking out Lord Shadowwind and about recovering them.
Right.
Toward that end, as I understand what's happening here, we have two options. We can either go by boat to this location where he indicated he was doing his research,
Right.
or it seems that Liberty has
Come back.
has a possible way of getting out of the city.
No, we already know that. When she's a through it, she flew over the top.
Oh, I suppose that would be simple.
Yeah.
She also has connections with the Harbormaster. Because the idea of a boat and how we're going to just sail out on the same boat that we came in may be a complication. And if we need another boat, we need another boat.
If the fella at the docks isn't who we think he is, maybe he can help. Or line his pockets.
How much gold do we have?
That's a good question. We've not been paid. And all I've got is mangoes and coconuts.
Yeah.
How much gold I have?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well,
We also
Co's a prince.
yes,
You
and
can-
money.
you can print money.
was left-
Yeah.
Yes,
money
was
is
left
no
on for a
issue.
reason. Yeah. Consider me.
I do genuinely believe that this fella, what I would do if I was still the old me, is my folks who were taking and keeping, and the people in power, whoever they were, would have him killed, make it look like the enemy did it, rally everyone behind a cause to go fight the enemy. Secretly, what they're doing, setting it up for a takeover by the enemy, because they've been promised more power than they already have. If Morgoth's going to be a god, and that sort of power draws people like these half dragons, very tempting to work with that fella, but they'd have to be special, secretive about how they do it.
I think now, having met Sun Shatterwind, we used his commission. He simply gave us a task, and when stopped, say Sun Shatterwind gave us a mission to go about, and if you have problem or cause, take it up with him.
Yeah.
and lots of times just speaking a name will quiet. What would I say? Red tape people.
So you suggest we lie?
It's not a lie. He asked us to go find his father. And
the young lord, you mean?
yes, Sun Shatterwind.
It's my favorite sort of deception, one that's steeped in the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we agreed only to speak the truth, or never speak.
Yes. No, that's true. That's true. That's
Nope.
true.
Who is lying? Who do I need to smite?
Well, we'll use the truth. We'll use the truth to do what we need to do. I mean, I think Ko's got a good idea. We've been commissioned to go find his dad. That's what we're doing. And if they got a problem, they can take it up with him.
Yeah. Yep.
Lars shrugs.
What you? That's the biggest shrug I've ever seen. What you think? What you think about all this? All this, missing folks and all that.
We don't know. First, we should investigate. I can always fly out.
So that brings up a good point. How freely, as a dragon, Lars may be able to move, perhaps more freely than we can, and perhaps he can take the same path that Liberty did. And my only concern there is that if he gets out there and Lord Shadowwind is indeed in trouble that he could not handle, then you will be alone. But at least you will know perhaps discover something.
The girl said trespassing is only for the land, not the open water.
Right. So we're taking around.
Right. Perhaps you and Rax could scout together then, if you're amenable to that.
Try not to split up.
I understand that the splitting of the party is not desirable.
And you mentioned dangers.
Yeah. You know, we start poking around. This is a hornet's nest. Right? We start poking around too much. It's all going to come undone. It's going to get bad quick. So we'll go.
Keep on going. Sorry, Rax.
Oh, no. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say we have no leads, really. I mean, we have a region. It could take us months of just kind of exploring.
I do have some divine inspiration I can call upon to hopefully make our search easier by communing with the nature around us and hearing from the voices of the earth and the sea and air what is past. Perhaps it will glean us clues onto Shadowwind and what has happened to them.
Well, how do we do that? We need to make a space over these teacups. What's the process?
I'm sorry, say that one more time. What are we doing with teacups?
No, I said, what's the process? Do we need to make a space right here on the table?
Oh,
He's like standing up and like looking around like, I can move this.
right.
All this honey, but the honey's all gone.
Probably we can put our battle plans on the tea table.
Right. So we need to make a plan to find a place to make a plan.
Well, I don't think so. I think we just need to decide how are we heading to even begin this investigation with Shadowwind.
And that's what we're going to know because you're going to do some magic.
So first we have to get out of the city. We either need to take a ship, we need to fly, or we need to
take
go
a
by
boat
land.
because we can't go over the land because that's trespassing and all that. So we take a boat.
Right. So
Done.
now The question becomes, we either take the boat that we came in on,
Right.
see where that gets us.
Path of least resistance. We try to take the boat we already came in on. That way we don't have to secure a new boat.
There you
Easy
are.
peasy. And if we can't take it, we steal it.
There you are. So in that case, does anyone need rest before we head to the boat and begin making our way to the gullet?
Nope. I'm juiced up on honey. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I'm juiced up just standing next to him.
What about the Harbormaster?
What about him?
Will he stop us?
Well, apparently we have no way of knowing unless we head back that way.
I think it'll be a longer discussion than what we want, but we're on task for the Shadowwinds, and
Yeah.
if he has the problems with that, he can answer to them.
Right. It's time for action. Is it daytime? Is it daytime or nighttime out? Is it getting
No,
evening?
it's afternoonish. Early afternoonish.
If we wait till the evening falls, we can sneak on the longboat and take it out under cover of darkness.
I bet they'll have a night guard that's pretty good, though. And the dragons on top of that. I like it, though. A sneaky way is a fun way.
It's a lot more exciting than just walking on a boat.
Yeah, Lars snorts.
Right. Well, daytime or nighttime, it's always the right time.
So we do have the option. Liberty and Hope obviously have a relationship with this Harbormaster.
Wait, I have another idea. We take the... Wait, no, listen. Make sure no one's listening. Is anybody listening?
Now's a good time to check.
Yeah.
Is anybody looking at our table?
No, you're all fine.
Okay. We take the words to this song that they sing, this revolutionary song, right? And we create an auditory illusion of that song being sung when there's a big crowd of people, right? Some sort of big gathering. That will draw the guys to go, who's singing that evil song? We've got to stop that. Find them. And they all run around. I've seen it happen. Bells going off. Who's doing that? People start singing. There's a riot from all the revolutionaries hiding in their midst, waiting to rise up against all these folk, right? And the excitement builds and everyone's distracted. Then we take our boat.
That's big rat.
There is a silence.
That's
and we light the fires of revolution and all that.
Will they come for the songwriter first thing, though?
There's no songwriter. Songwriter's all dead. The songwriter's dead, right? It's just
Yeah.
ages ago.
Do we know the song?
No, we don't know it. No. That's why we're trying to get. That's why. That's why the first priority's got to get our hands on that song.
We all think
We have a clear course of direction.
Once we do that, then everything it's uphill from there.
It's a Val-based plan.
I'm not kidding though. A big distraction, right?
Yeah.
Big distraction.
I think we can play their bureaucracy just fine, though. I like having a plan. I'd call that Q. But
Mayra, you were saying.
If we're going to take our boat, I think it is most likely we are going to have to deal with the Harbormaster. I mean, that's a reasonable assumption. This is right. Harbormasters, that's what they do. I have vehicles, water, and sailor background. That's what Harbormasters do. I know this stuff.
That's what Harbormasters do, yeah.
Right. So, in order to take a ship that is recognized as belonging to one of these clans, we are going to need the Harbormaster's support. These children may be naive and may not know the type of man that he is, or they may be denizens of this city with a familiarity and understanding that we do not possess. And therefore, the Harbormaster is someone who perhaps we could at least enjoin his help to get on the boat and get out, to continue our search for Lord Shadowwind. Thoughts?
Why don't we just act as them,
Ask who?
the girls?
Yes, that's the plan. I would imagine that if they, well, that's my thought of the plan, is to enlist their help in acting as a arbiter with the Harbormaster. I don't think he likes me. And she looks straight-faced, but also absolutely baffled that he doesn't like her.
Maybe we take him some tea too. See if the girls will know his favorite tea and take it to him. That might smooth over a few things.
That's a good idea. And on the way there, we can stop at a few more shops and put him a nice basket together.
Oh,
So you look over to another table where Hope has been set down by Liberty, and she's drawing something and looking at fellow Melars, sometimes even holding a thumb up and measuring him and drawing something, and then comparing colored crayons, a blue and the yellow. I'm sorry, a brown and the yellow and the green one, and drawing something very even her tongue sticks out while she does so.
I have the image of the four of us all huddled over, thinking very quietly and suspiciously, and looking
very
over directly at Hope and Liberty. So it's totally talking about them. And
When you look at her, she just waves and continues.
yeah.
because subtlety, thy name is not for show.
What do you guys do?
Serious, it's our name now, y'all, for show.
I was gonna say we all get tattoos now.
No, we've got... No, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It's time to hit the town.
Oh, shut
We've got to be like the Spellbreakers or something like that.
Ooh.
Old team name. No?
We're the fantastic superheroes of hope. What
What a
grander
hook.
moniker could there be?
Yeah. But it's a lot to say, isn't it?
That's why we're
You know.
the show.
How do you draw it? No. How do you draw it? How do you draw that? If you were to draw it, what would it look like?
With style.
Well, now that's not really an answer though. I feel like you're all just saying things now. Right, so the plan is we go down to the boat, we bring a gift to the Harbormaster, and we talk to him about all this, about taking a boat back.
No,
Right. And then we set sail.
I think the plan is we talk to Liberty.
Oh.
I,
Let's do that.
we can still bring a gift.
She's around. I mean, she's cleaning one of the tables.
Unless you have a problem involving the children.
No, I think it's a great idea. I'm just trying to figure out how to get my hands on that song so I can give it to Sir Pigismond.
Oh, his rendition. So good.
No, hear me out. Hear me out.
Liberty Hope knows the song.
Well, that's great. Good. I'll write it down, and listen to this idea. If we need a distraction, which we will, mark my words, we will need a distraction. We teach the song to Sir Pigismond. He goes into the square, and he would love it because he gets to put on a chase, and they all come after him. He's super mad and all that, singing that song. As he's singing it, running around. They can't catch him. He's loyal to us. Eventually, he disappears. It causes all kinds of chaos, and then we can slip away. under cover of broad daylight, if we need to. If we need to, that's a plan.
That is not actually the worst plan I have ever heard.
Yeah, I like that plan as well.
Right. Me too. Let's do it. We'll have it
Hope, we have
loaded
a
and ready.
question for you. So calling Hope over.
Hope. All right. So Hope jumps up and looks at Liberty if she can come to your table, because and then Hope just agrees. Yeah, of course. And then she comes as well, and they both, sit down. And Hope brings the drawing, which is a brass dragon, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's childish, but it's good, and shows you like very proud that look, I drew you. Do you like it?
I like it a lot.
All right, I give it to you. Here you go.
Lars bows, she said. And,
She smiles and she even pats you. Good dragon. So, yeah, Liberty,
It's in your hoard.
a treasure.
tuck it under a scale.
Yeah, a treasure to your hoard. She says.
What is that thing about the they get into the dragon's lair and they're like the dwarf's like, oh, I thought there'd be some treasure here and it's just a macaroni necklace, and the dragon's like, it is a treasure to me.
Exactly. So Liberty asks, how can I be of assistance?
Oh, and you had mentioned a song written by this poet. And
Sure.
It was a song of resistance. You said you know this song.
Yes, the call of unbinding, of course.
Would you be willing to share it with us?
Yeah. First, Liberty looks, at Hope and kind of, side look, and she shies away from singing it. But then,
we don't want to cause any trouble. We're very interested in the words to the song. So if it's trouble to sing it, which I could understand, perhaps you would transcribe it for us.
yes, I will happily write it down for you.
Super illegal song, let me just mention. It's banned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she takes a piece of parchment or something from inside, and with the crayons that Hope was drawing with, she starts writing the song and asks Hope actually, how does it go? Like, oh, the shekels and broken souls, and then they write, and you can, as you read it and hear it, how it's spoken by Hope, how it's dictated by Hope to Liberty. You can hear that it's a very moving, very well constructed, beautiful verse that, song or poem that really touches the heart, and it's all about freedom and liberation and breaking oppression and even with bare hands, and a tear of a slave can break the chains and all that, and she writes it down for you. Scrolls it up and gives it to you.
And Mayra is reading as she's writing down the words. Mayra's reading through them, and reaches out a hand and just touches the words on the paper very reverently.
Mm-hmm.
All should be free to chart their own path.
Okay, both of the girls look at you deep in the eye, and they say, there is much to be done before freedom can be achieved. And they seem so serious about it. Even Hope. And then they just look you in the eye. And they are kind of like measuring you up, Sort of, you can feel that they're trying to look inside your soul, like, the two children can, but if they can trust you or not, you know. And then she hands you the rolled up scroll and still looks you in the eye. There's
We won't mention where we got it. You can trust us in that.
A little birdie told us.
I think she looks around again, Liberty, seeing if there are any guests or anybody listening, and she says, I think if you want to help, you should hear out the Harbormaster.
Okay.
He is a
And Hope leans over. Actually, Hope's climbs up your chair and whispers into your ear and says, he is with us.
he's a what's a huts?
So,
He
no,
is
what the huts? That's what we need to say.
The password.
he is with us. He says,
Oh. That makes a lot more sense.
I'm
I've gotta
sorry,
get the
did
water out
I
of my
spit in your ear? I'm sorry.
always have a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit
And she starts to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, hold on. Listen, in all honesty, if we'd have talked with this fella, what's something we could say to him that he would go, you're allies?
We all go to him together, says Liberty.
Oh, that was easier. Yeah, that's much better. That helps, doesn't it?
You want to go now?
You have a couple customers. Do we need to wait for them to leave and then go?
Yeah, sure.
That's the best.
Talking about freedom here.
They got
sure.
carried away. They got carried
Oh,
away.
wait.
All right, we'll wait. So, you have anything else you wish to drink, or more honey, or?
A little more of that dark honey. That was good.
All right, great. So, Hope brings some
Maybe
honey
months
and
before we get this, Rax. It may be months.
it's
Right.
just 10-15 minutes before the couple finishes the tea and they leave. Soon, Liberty. As soon as they leave, Liberty closes the gates to the tea house, and she hangs a little sign outside and closes it. And she says, "Whenever you're ready, we could go. Your help would be much appreciated in certain matters, and the Harbormaster can maybe help you."
Will it look suspicious for you to take us openly through the streets?
That is a great question.
Nope. We're
Because you said so, or because it won't?
because we're why? Hope is like, why would it be suspicious? Let's go. Let's go. It's just across the street, actually.
You know your city better than we do.
We can walk our city freely, at least for now.
We're still getting used to that. We're not sure.
All right, so I'm showing you the locations here. And this is 18 is the tea house. I'm going to zoom in. 18 is the tea house, and basically 15 is what's 16? What's
Dry
16?
dock.
What's 16 is the normal dock, right?
16 is the dock.
The
whole
the
thing.
mall, yeah. So it's just across the street. Liberty opens the gate and says, "Please, only after you." And you go out and opposite the street. This is the Wave Crusher Boulevard. Hope describes, and it crushes waves. And there is this huge dock building, and you go to the side, and there is this staircase on the side leading to a door. And Liberty walks up and knocks on it, and some person opens it, and then they talk, and then soon the Harbormaster appears. And when he appears, he looks at Liberty and then looks down the stairs at your group, and he says something, and Liberty says something, and then the Harbormaster just walks down the stairs and stands in front of you. Hello.
Good afternoon. We're looking to help Sun Shatterwind on an errand, and was looking to take a ship out. Is that going to be a problem? Is there anything we need to do to make it go smoother?
A ship. Well,
Or the ship we came in.
there are, yeah. So, I don't own ships. It's either
We do.
merchants. You don't, my friend. You don't. You have a problem. Come into my office and let's discuss this again. Please, please, says Liberty. Please, follow me.
Look, watching Mayra.
She kind of bolsters herself up and steps inside the office.
So he walks up in front, and Liberty and Hope follows, and you all walk up the stairs, and it's an office with some sailors and stuff, and then he walks into an office. Inside the office, another room, and then he closes the door and actually tells somebody to leave and please, give you privacy, and then closes the door, and it's a desk, maps and ship, blueprints and all that, and some ledgers and all that, and he offers some seats, very simple chairs, and he stays standing and says, well, we have a situation here with your ship. I had the flame drake drawn into the dry docks so it doesn't raise too much of an attention. It is going to be pursued by its owners very soon, and they will be looking for it. It's just a matter of days before the clan Fismus arrives and alerts the authorities, and especially the Fangs of Order, to take you into the rack for questioning about the whereabouts of one of their nobles.
Did you report that we arrived in it?
I have not, because I was trusting that you return and you realize the seriousness of your situation. And then Liberty says, well, they're here now, and I didn't know of this. Looks at you and the Harbormaster. Oh, this is very dangerous. Yes, says Garen Sorpin. But we can help it. Oh, look, Garen, they're so friendly, and they might be able to help us. Oh yes, says the Harbormaster.
Yeah, and we don't take kindly to threats.
There was no threat. I just wanted to offer something in return. I wanted to ask you a favor in return for a help from me to solve your problem. Look,
hang on.
I have... Yes?
Before you do this favor, or ask all this, we've got a mounting list of stuff that we're trying to also get achieved, and there's not a huge window of time to get it done. So please, we're trying to do some good, some real good. I just want to preface all of this with that. There's a lot on a plate, and we're trying to do it all. Now, what do you need?
All right. At this point, as Rax has said,
I shut up. He's like, oh, I didn't think this was going to happen.
there are a great many forces at work and on the move, dangerous, that provide a threat to the lands, the seas, to freedom not just here but everywhere. That being the case, We need to move quickly, and we are more than willing to accept help, to give help, and to work with people who support our cause. But we have to know that we can trust. So towards that, cast Zone of Truth.
They back up a bit when you raise your holy symbol and say the mystical words, but the two girls look at each other. Hope is a bit scared. Garen
Do not
Sorpin gets a bit tense,
Get ready.
Yeah, but then it's whoosh, and the Zone of Truth is there.
And it's that
It
clear,
covers the room. Yeah.
right. No, I was saying it's the little iridescent like bubble, like the
Oh
same.
yeah. Bubble. So
As I said, child, you must be cautious and wary around nature, but never afraid. Embrace her strength, and within this circle, we will know who are friends.
we do.
We will.
Says Hope, and then Garen Sorpin says the following: "Look, I'm taking huge risk in trusting you.
Look, my spell doesn't last that long. Come on.
These girls have brought you here, and if they trust you, I will try to do the same." And then Liberty says, "Look, we don't have time. They don't have time. We don't have time. Okay, let's try this. We have... I have a device that can be applied to your ship to change its appearance. It's a magical cloaking implement. My people can set this up in a couple of days on your ship so that you can change its appearance and not draw attention to yourself. In return, all I'm asking, and we are asking, is to deliver some slaves to Clan Yastriel, near the Gullet, their clan estate. These slaves must leave the city of Seat of Scales unnoticed, if you know what I mean."
We don't know what you mean. Or I don't know what you mean. What do you
No.
mean?
I
It's a
mean
fair
that
assumption. We don't know.
I mean that they should not raise the alarms or draw the attention of the authorities.
When do these slaves need to be gone? Where are they?
I can't tell you where they are. They will be here in a couple of days. We need
Alright.
some time
If you
to...
give us the cloaking device for this ship, then we can take these slaves on our ship, correct?
Yes, that's what I'm asking you for. In return, I give you the device, and you can keep it forever. These are children, women, and of course grown men who need to be delivered to Clan Yastriel to live a free life. We are, and he looks around, the children of the Kuffle, and we are here to save the slaves. If you help us quick, help us now, help us with this. If you... Now you said your zone will reveal the truth, or not let the lies fly, so now you can tell us. Is it in your intentions to help us? Or are you going to tell on us to your half-dragon master of the Shadowlands?
First, we have no master.
Good to hear.
My oath binds me to... We lost John. I guess he was overwhelmed by my oath.
Too much oath. Too much
Too much oath.
He's bad.
Yay!
Hey, just echoed away. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. To unbind the shackles of those who would oppress, to make free all in this world and below.
I love you. And Oath runs to you. Hope runs to you and like hugs your leg and your waist. And I love you so much. This is so beautiful. It's so nice we met. It's so nice we met you.
Your clarion call for freedom and hope rings loudly and calls to my own heart. And put my arms around her on the top.
She looks at you and says, "That's my name."
It is, child. It is.
All right, so you see that the tension from Garen Sorpin is gone, and Liberty also eases a bit, and Aishlin is looking at everybody and wow.
I'm gonna take Aishlin's shirt. Does he wear a shirt?
He wears a plate armor, but he has a long hair, long green hair.
Does he have a cloak? Take his hair. Taylor, reach out, just take some of his hair. And dab my eyes with it.
He looks at you. What are you doing?
That's beautiful.
And his hair smells like sea foam and
exactly.
Yeah. As I'm dab my eyes, it also smells hair. It pulls him completely out of the moment.
Smells like kelp.
Very nice.
So, Garen Sorpin says the following. We have a plan. A couple of days we need. That's all we need. Pretend to do whatever you do. I mean, go back to your regular business as much as you can.
Is there anything we can do to make the... I do believe that finding Lord Shadowwind is important and imperative. And the Sahuagin...
Is she lost? I didn't hear about that.
According to his son, yes. All right, it's time for since we're allies now, we're all going to speak very plainly so that we have the full instance of what's happening here.
Here it comes.
Okay, I'm listening. He says.
Once upon a time. No. We came here because we heard from Lord Shadowwind. At his invitation, he requested that we come because there is an invading force of Sahuagin. The Sea Devils are on the march and rise, and apparently he has had trouble in convincing the other clans to face this threat. We know that the Sahuagin are a threat to all. While here, we were faced with Morgar. Morgar, as he has always done, continues on his quest to spread oppression and fear and tyranny. But he is more active now than perhaps he has been in years and years. Something is on the move. As well, if you would like to know what happened to Lord Physmos, he will not be returning. His Aboleth masters led him down a dangerous path.
Oh.
And in that path, he ran a counter of us.
Look, to be honest, I don't really care about Lord Physmos. Especially, I only met him briefly before he sailed. No, actually, he did not. I only heard about him from the stories. He didn't visit the Cedar Scales too often. Actually, you read in the journal that they sailed from their clan stronghold of the Wyvern Sweep, which is a region. And he says, I could not care less about him, or actually his Aboleth masters. He deserves what he received. Huh?
Wait till you hear the next part.
I have heard, but what I've heard is that Morgar became more and more active over the past years. And this is a real threat to the region. And then Aisling just goes, "We will defeat the beast, and the Kraken will die by my lance," he says. "And we are prepared to fight him and liberate our region." So Garen Sorpin looks at him and says, "There's much to be liberated around here."
Yeah, y'all done a real mess of a job in this whole area. I'm just saying.
And then Hope says, "And that's what calls for the heroes of hope." And then Garen Sorpin continues and
It's a
says,
much better name.
The show.
"So, the ship will take 2 days to be ready, at least. So, if you intend to look for Lord Shatterwind, then you need to do so on another ship, but I don't own one, and it won't be easy to find one. So I suggest the best thing to do is wait another 2 days, and then maybe it's the same way. I mean, the gullet, on one side of the gullet, I'm sorry, you didn't mention where you're going. He said that, he asks, where would you look for Lord Shatterwind?"
So
Great
we are heading to the gullet, which is also on this Clan Yestrel's area. So I believe that will work. My only question is there anything we can do to help install the cloaking device any faster than a few days?
It's made of small pieces that need to be attached. It's a tenuous task, manual task that needs to be done. So I will set my hold on. I will need to have them start right now, and then we can continue our discussion. There's no time to waste.
Well, there may be something we can do to help. On the ship,
Oh,
There
you. Yeah.
we have access to many hands.
Yeah, 4 of them.
40.
Oh, always thinking of the slaves that are locked up inside.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We also have some cargo.
He does say that. He does
There's only 2 spell slaves.
He does say that out loud. Oh, I was thinking of the slaves we have locked up inside the ship.
No.
I knew what AP was referring to. All right,
Yeah.
so you describe the rod of the unseen crew, and then Garen Sorkin says that's brilliant. Okay, well, with that magic and with my able-handed craftsman, we can maybe set this up much quicker. So I suggest we start doing that and see how fast it goes. Okay,
All right.
let's go to the trident.
To liberty!
Liberty.
sure.
What?
No!
For hope and liberty, says Hope, and then you all walk out to the dry docks, where you see the ship actually being pulled in already, and Garen Sorpin walks up to one of his men, a big bearded man, and says, "Look, I will hand you a device. It's a couple of dozen, made up of a couple of dozen pieces. It's a magical upgrade that we need to apply to the Physmos ship on an order of Clan Physmos." "Yes, sir, will do, of course." All right, you and you bring crate 855 out of my personal warehouse. So these two guys walk out somewhere and they bring in a big crate and they open it up, and it's all these little pieces of metal that are edged with runes, and they can be attached to the ship's hull. And then he explains how it needs to be applied. Says, every 1 foot you add 1 horizontally, vertically. Now, this lady here has a magical device that will help you apply this. She will help him with these invisible workers. Oh, why don't we also have one, sir? Well, we don't, but she does. So you need to work fast, and she will aid you in this process so that this ship is ready as fast as possible. Okay, well, we do our best, sir. Of course, boss. And then they start, by applying these, and the crate is there, open, and do your stuff there. So you do.
Kind of leaning over to the side to Rax and Co. and Lars. Perhaps you could talk to the Harbormaster about the prisoners that we have in the hull. Our intention was to, or at least I thought what we were going to do is hold on to them to be able to turn them over to the council upon revelation about the information with the aboleths, but perhaps there's some other place that they can be taken to holding. I need to keep my focus on this rod.
Let's do the rod thing first, because that's quicker. So you hold the rod and think of you see the process, how it's done. So it's basically screwed into it with a hand screw or whatever. Oh, you need tools. So you ask for a lot of tools. They lay out 40 of these hand screwdrivers and nails and hammers and all that. And they are all of these shipbuilders just look at what's going on, and then you raise the rod and they show you how it's done, and you raise the rod, and all these tools fly up in the air, and the parts of this magical implement just fly to the side of the ship, and work begins. And then you focus and here, there, here, there, and you start. In the meantime, what do you guys do with the Harbormaster?
Actually, Mayra said we need to talk about what we're going to do with these slaves, right? Mm-hmm. Is the Harbormaster there when we say that?
No. I suggest
right.
I suppose
Rax is going to say, as it applies to these slaves, and reach over to Lars's ear, and he pulls out a card and says, "It's important that you keep an ace up your sleeve. I say we hang on to these slaves. They don't say a word to anybody. We might need some negotiation wiggle room at some point, and something we keep for ourselves as a bargaining chip."
Mayra has moved away with us. She's focusing on the rod and the servants and getting all of this.
Oh, she missed my great trick. Wait, we'll wait for Mayra to get back. I'll do it again. Like a kid, right?
Yeah,
Mom left the room.
She had kind of left that to the other three of
to be surprised.
Right, you guys go take care of this. I'm
What do you think
making a
about that?
Romulan cloaking device.
Or do you feel like that's dishonest?
Yeah, your idea leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Right. So we revealed that we have them, and we revealed the difficult nature of these slaves, right?
Yeah, I would be curious to the Harbormaster's ideas about the issue.
Cole?
I think we have an amount of trust, and he may just say keep them locked up. They may be a leverage point that we can use later. He knows the customs, and now he's at least for us to a certain extent.
Right.
But I understand I understand most of the time our nature is more secretive and more brutal. And we're having to use new skills.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, we're real secretive.
I feel
always feel like it's good. Yeah, kicking the door. Right, we snuck in properly. I always feel talking to go. I always feel like I need a way out. You know, it's
Yeah.
got to be some sort of backup plan
Yeah.
that's only owned by us. We have to have our own way out. Because part of the problem is we're dealing with aboleths. Right? We're dealing with mind-controlled people. We're dealing with secretive councils, and we're dealing with backstabby, traitorous people. And the only way to protect yourself and all that is to keep something for yourself as a way out. It's a bit of protection that only you have. We should have that for our group, so we don't get, sacrificed in the midst of all this for somebody else's glory. That we managed to stay alive.
I think you're very wise in that. In our situation, I see it a little more dire. I don't think they would value the slaves over taking the slaves and us out in a scenario. And once I saw that cave of dragons, I know we could follow many dragon enemy, but the numbers are just a little overwhelming. But I don't. I like your. I don't want to call that optimism. I like that you are always thinking about the next step, and I'm not that far down.
But it comes from a terrible amount of selfishness and fear. And
You know what? You need a little of that. You need a little of that.
And I will say, we should also be very mindful of being someone else's powder keg. These people have been waiting for someone or something to come along and help set them free, and they've been working on it for some time. And they might see us as a huge opportunity. And at the end of it, we're the ones sinking to the bottom of the sea for someone else's cause.
But at least we do the right thing.
Fine.
But this is Rex, why we need you, because we will probably get caught up in that, and we still need our exit. We still need to think about our exit.
Thank you.
Think a step ahead.
Thank you.
Because while I don't mind going down with the ship, I'd like to go back home one day.
Yeah.
You know?
I will be the one, gladly, to sow the seeds of doubt amongst our company. I do appreciate the moral guidance to help me keep it all on track. Lars,
I don't want to sharpshooter with doubt, though. You need to know for sure you're going to smack whatever you're going to hit with Celeste.
I'm at 100%, and I'm going to feed that demon on the other side or whatever it is. But I completely, we just a little bit of doubt, a little jadedness. It helps make sure that all the truth comes out, and then we don't get razzle dazzled by all the polish. A knife can be beautiful, but it's still cut you.
Indeed. And maybe to ease your tension, Rax, I think our alliance with Alicia and his people are quick out right now. I don't know what they would or wouldn't do, but if things go sour, I think they would at least help escort us to their sanctuary.
Right.
So, are you comfortable with me going ahead and telling the Harbormaster?
Yeah. I do feel like the right thing to do is the right thing to do.
And part of the right thing is also protecting ourselves. And I'm glad that you think about it.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate the nod. Thank you.
And after that, walk over to the Harbormaster with some more great news.
All right, so the Harbormaster stands instructing his men still, talking to a blue-skinned tiefling with a neat mustache, in a coat. Looks very, seaworthy and all the features of a sea captain. But what's most striking is the little beads that decorate his forehead and, and his horns, blue horns. When you walk up to him, this man just walks away, and Garen Sorpin turns to you. Also, there's still Liberty and Hope is around. Hope starts to play with some whatever ropes, and then Liberty tries to get her away from there. But you are basically like alone, sort of in this crowd of repairmen and these people. Just keep your voice down. So hearing a certain person says, "Yes."
Making eye contact and then like kind of stepping aside and then turning to just kind of like be side by side, just because it seems like the next awkward thing to say. So now that we have a little bit of trust, even though it's words, the other problem that we have is we have 2 spell slaves within the boat that we don't know exactly what to do.
Clan Physmos
If Clan Physmos, yes.
size.
If you have advice or thought, we would welcome that greatly. But we were kind of planning on holding them in either leverage or returning them to grant favor, and not knowing which.
When did we make that decision?
Who's got the mic? It's always about a connection.
Okay, so he makes a serious face and
And
says,
they wish to go to their Aboleth masters, is what they wish to do.
"Very well. Let's see our options here. You let them go, they will alert their clan. For sure. In a couple of days, all hell will break loose. We can't execute our plan, and we will probably execute. If you kill them, I am not the person. I'm not the kind of person to advise killing off people because they are burdened, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You will not get this. How do we call this? I will not tell you to do this.
Okay.
What would you do?
This is very hard.
We agree.
Probably. Do you intend to return to the Seat of Scales later?
Of course.
We have much work here to do.
I can keep making them some berries, but at this point, I'll have to roll them under the door because I don't want to face them boys.
We probably will. I would delay their return as much as I could. Maybe leave them on an island, or even. Well, if you send them back to their Aboleth masters, they might come back to you. You know, they might go back to Clan Physmos and all that. But I'm not sure if they're more affiliated to Clan Physmos than they are to their Aboleth masters. If you know what I mean, this probably would need to be found out. But I would say maybe leave them Emerald Back Isle. I don't know.
Thank you for your wisdom. We just thought we would let you know because it's a complicating factor. But we'll take good care of them one way or another, and
Look,
that way you don't have to know about.
whatever you do, please don't let them go until they're finished. They will
Yes.
bring trouble to us.
Yes, we want to help first, and then we'll clean up loose ends later.
But thank you for sharing this information.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes. It's up at you.
How many slaves are we to take to Yestra?
Oh, thanks, Lars. That's a good one.
And is Yestril to be trusted?
Oh, definitely. Lord Yesriel is the only half-dragon noble on Santos that can be trusted, and the only half-dragon noble with the gift who is against the oppression and subjugation of slaves.
I'd like to
He
insight.
is the one. He's the one who freed me from my slave status.
I'd like to inside check that to see if it's a magical effect or if it's his real voice. If that makes sense.
Sure. In this world, it makes so much sense. Oh, can you look up the number?
Oh, what?
What you just asked? The answer to your question.
Oh, okay, sure.
24.
But Lars also said, I heard Clan Carnalis is also trustworthy.
I don't know much about Clan Cornelis. They have connection to Deep Sea Elves and looks at Aishlin, who is now a bit aside, maybe next to Mara, standing around. I can't vouch for him, but I can tell you that we, the children of the Koffel, are led by Lord Yestru, and he's working on changing the status quo from inside the throne of Santoros and the Council of Scales, which he is a part of. He's a powerful noble on this land.
So Yestril is an ancient clan?
It is an ancient clan, one of the 6 on the council. And his word is the law here, and especially on his own territory. He's been facing harassment from the other ancient clans before for his actions. But he is steadfast in his ideology of freedom and what Ishara represented back in the days, 200 years ago. So he says that it's 24 slaves, children, women. And we took them. We took them from Clan Astrolax.
Which is?
Witches. Which are witches, it says it sounds. The Coil. Clan of Halfling Black Dragons. Halfling.
Wait, did you say witches?
Their leader is the Coil. Lady Centrix, the Coil Astrolax. A witch of significant power.
There are 8 witches.
She's advocating and all things. He's the doomsayer of the Ebon Serpent, the one that will bring the end of the world. Her sons, 3 sons, are master monks, fighters of knees and fists, masters of unarmed combat, in a monastery above her palace. She's one of course, this is also one of the ancient clans we're talking. Need to move fast. She looks at Mara and his man working on the ship. Now, just as a brief extra information for Mara, this will take probably half the time, so 1 day, but it's moving slowly. You have like hundreds of these items to place all over, even the mast, everywhere, foot by foot. So even the bottom of the ship and everywhere. So it will take some time. So Garen Sorpin says, look, this is a complicated case. Slaves in your hold and the spell slaves. Maybe we can talk to them. maybe we can offer them freedom. Hey, maybe we can offer them freedom.
We did. They want freedom to serve aboleths, which will not happen.
They've been tainted by the pool of power.
Oh, they've
Yes.
been more than tainted. They've had they've got the aboleth goo in it.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get cut off.
Well, what I said was,
Yeah. And cut.
Lars said maybe they want their freedom. Yeah, we offered them freedom. They want to go back to their Avalon masters. Like right back at it. I love it.
So you were saying they'd be
They
more
do
than
want
tainted?
oh, they're more than tainted. They've got the aboleth goo in their blood. It's at this point, it's
Nah.
well, it's what they are, isn't it?
Look, I'm going to.
I do have some aboleth goo, by the way.
He looks at you, looks at you with a strange face and says,
Yeah. Well,
What?
while we're putting it all on the table, I've got a jug of it.
"You show the sprayer."
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
I'll show it to you. Look at this.
He looks
Reach
at
into
you.
my haversack
Yeah,
and
yeah.
pull out the tank of the aboleth sprayer.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well,
Huh?
okay.
Well, that'll fetch a pretty penny on the old streets.
Well, whatever you do with it, please don't use it here.
I don't know what it does, but I'm willing to try it on myself.
Look, I only heard about aboleths. I'm not really, I have very limited knowledge of these things you're talking about. I know shits. That's what I know well.
Well, that's a whole tank of goo right there, and I don't know what to do with it.
Just, I don't know. I will have to attend the family dinner. I will come back tomorrow.
Okay.
And same day, same time, I'm sorry, same time tomorrow in the afternoon, late afternoon, we should be done, as my man told me. So they will be working all night. They will be on it. I hope your friend who looks at Mare in the distance working on the thing with the rod, he will be also staying up and working on it. Of course, we can continue tomorrow as well. We will discuss what to do and how to proceed tomorrow.
Will you be ready?
We will be ready. Looks at Hope and Liberty and they nod, like as they are sort of have an active part in something. And then Liberty says, yeah, tomorrow afternoon, we'll meet here. And we will discuss when to bring the poor souls to the ship. Harbormaster Garen Sorpin nods, says, "Oh, you can spend the night on the ship. I told my men to allow you in and out while they're working. Well, if you can sleep in the hammering, of course. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be on our side. We're blessed by the way." And he leaves. It's about this.
Is there anything in the city we need to take care of?
Actually, Hope and Liberty also says, "Bye, we'll be back tomorrow." And Liberty says, "Bye, take care. You know where to find us. We'll be just across the street.
Okay.
You can always stay with us for the night if you want." "I'm going to bed very early," says Hope. "But I'm always happy to listen to a nice tale." And Liberty just drags her out and she's waving back as she's being carried outside. What do you guys
Maybe Since Myra's going to be working all night, maybe it's just the boys, eh? It's just the boys hitting the town. Do what we do, which we don't even know what that is yet. Myra's busy. Let's go out and have a good time, huh? To the point where we don't know who we are and don't even recognize each other. That sort of fun, right? No?
Maybe the celebration after.
Always fine. Celebrate before because you might die doing it.
Oh.
I have to say, I am curious about this city.
I am so very curious too, but our to-do list is only growing every time we interact with anyone else.
Yeah, that's true. We get sidetracked by side quests.
Side quests.
What's a side quest? Look at all this stuff. Don't talk to him. No, don't talk to him. He's got that look in his eye.
That's some You're on mute, April.
It's so funny because I can hear her down the hallway.
You're muted.
You're muted. We didn't hear whatever clever thing you said.
But I do think it's a good opportunity. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Mayra, what'd you say?
No.
Oh, you only get that once.
Once,
I would like, I do agree.
Well,
with
sure.
Thomas. I would like to see this city. That'd be nice, but we've got to keep our wits about us. We obviously can't celebrate too hard. We haven't done nothing yet. And we should take Mayra. Mama, she would like a nice night out. Maybe,
Yes.
maybe not. I do also think we should sleep on a boat.
I lean that way. Every person, every person we come across seems to have something that is going to draw our attention, and
Yeah.
we need to do
I mean,
a
if
couple
it
things.
Well, me, and I didn't want you to be in a picture anymore. I'd say, "Oh, go stay at this really nice place." Then have a fella come in and, while you're sleeping. So, I think staying on the boat, good
Yeah.
idea.
Yep, stay on the boat. Maybe some sparring. Get fresh.
Oh, let's fight!
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, maybe they got fights in town. Huh? We go win some money. Get some gold, all that.
That could be fun, but I go back. If we leave, but we get more tasks.
Yeah, no, we'll get lots of sleep on a boat. Lars, you ever done that? You ever fight for money?
No. Is that something you do?
Well,
Some people do.
I've never done it in an official capacity. The fighting I did for money was because someone paid me to go beat somebody up. It's a little different. But I have seen prize fighters do what they do. Be kind of cool. Anyway, look, I realise the more I'm talking, I'm making suggestions that are slightly dangerous, and it's only going to get worse. So I'm going to back out, and I'm just excited to be out loose, free with you lads, because it's nice to have a plan. And it's nice that the plan's not happening right now.
Yeah. And we have some time.
Yeah.
All right, so this is about 5-ish in the afternoon. Mara is busy setting up the implements. Rex, Cole, and Ferromalars hits the streets.
On the way out, stopping by Myra. You want to go with us? Come
I think-
on.
Mayra takes a long, slow look. No. And goes
Right.
back to paying attention.
We'll
Bring
get
you
you
something back.
Yeah, we'll get you some food.
Yeah.
Tommy, can you drop
A
one
nice
of those pins,
basket.
please?
I was just going to Dragon Dash, but yes, food would be nice.
Oh man.
So yeah, we have no idea where to go.
All right, so
Somebody delivers to the dogs.
So when you step out in front of this building, there is the Garden of Hope and Liberty. To your left and right, this avenue, like a broader street, Wave Crusher Boulevard, extends into both ways. To the right, it turns. When it turns to the left, it goes to the way of the Dignified, up to the the noble villas at the Wormrise. To the right, you have no idea, and I mean, if you turn to the right and then right, you have no idea. Please check the map, and it goes to the left again. A
Well, we see
junction.
a humongous temple or some grand building with the.
Yeah, you can see these minarets rising here with the colorful domes and some magical lights.
8 of them.
8 of them.
Boom, boom, boom.
You know that the bazaar is the wide bazaar is it's here. Actually, even bigger than I'm showing.
Yes,
So the
the whole,
half of the city, almost. Where do you guys go?
Get some food to bring back to Mara, and maybe a little fun
Yeah.
on the way back and forth.
So you ask someone on the street where to get some food, but actually food is abundant. There are little stalls everywhere, and you can see that the road in front of you actually is being prepared for the race, for the dragon chariot race. So they are, you can see these booths being set up by the street, and you can see these lines of colorful ribbons being lining the whole street, so this area here, you see my marker. This area is being set up for the race, and there are these booths where you can buy food, so some small snacks grilled, and all kinds of street food.
I wonder if they sell snow cones here.
Snow cones.
Yeah,
It would be
it's
nice.
like a magical frozen treat. It's got flavour to it, like it tastes like strawberries. And not really though, and quite good and crunchy. Yeah, it's like they froze the water and then they shave it down. Let's see if anybody's got them.
We don't have too many frozen treats in my area. That sounds
Well,
delicious.
Well, it's difficult, right? You either do it up north or you use magic to make it, but we can bring one back to Mayra. She might love that.
Yeah.
You need to look for it. Actually, Aishlin stays with you, Mara. So stays with Mara and stays next
Yeah.
to you.
Nothing like dividing
So-
the party that way. Leaving
I
one.
know. I'm trying to like, how do we speed through the night on the town? I don't want to leave April sitting on the boat. Like, what happened,
Well,
guys?
Co is going to get food and go back. Like, that's Co's plan. Like, sure, get food and then go.
As you step out, as I said, you see a place where they cook these, meat on a stick and grilled with vegetables and all that. You see, potatoes filled with again meat and cabbage and not cabbage, but we're on a tropical
Yams.
setting, yam and no yam.
Ah,
And you
Never trust them again.
see fresh fruit everywhere being sold and juices and yeah. So you can have food. A couple of maybe a silver gets you like a big bowl of food.
I think Co is quick to just find a few things to get back. So just a little bit of this and that, and kind of is looking for the snow and snow
Well,
cone.
there's no snow cone.
Yeah.
oh, prime business opportunity.
Well, on this street at least. So.
Do you have that kind of magic, Rex?
I do not.
Oh, I wonder if Mayra. Did you see her owning a business?
No. No. No, you've got to like people.
Oh no.
I see my reputation precedes me. Look. I want you to be free, but go be free over there.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Try to. I think as Ko's getting some food, Rax is looking around, really kind of feeling himself out here in the streets, and trying to find like somebody selling some hooch, some booze that we can bring back, just to start putting a box. You ever go to you go to the liquor store and they give you just a crate that you buy enough stuff, they put it in a giant box for you that you carry out. Rax is like, oh, we'll take a bottle of that. Oh yeah, well, sounds good. What's this? 2 of them. Right. I'll need well, just give me give me 4 glasses. Nah, give me 5. But this one right here, right? Hey. Punching the elf in the arm. Right, he's a drinker, isn't he? We'll take 5 glasses.
So you look for directions and ask one of the, these co buys food from from one of these booths, and you ask for directions where you can buy drinks. And there are a few places.
Number 3.
So, yeah, well, there's this middle-aged man who's really, he you see him being very enthusiastic about the race tomorrow, and he's like, all right, if I wouldn't have to stand here selling these meatballs, then I would be probably at the maybe at Everyone's Darling.
It's called Everyone's Darling.
Yes.
You selling meatballs?
I'm selling meatballs. Yeah. Your friend just bought a lot of them. This is where sailors gather, maritime people. Lots of singing, shouting, clanking of mugs. You know the place. Smoky interior.
You got any free samples?
Sure, have one.
Thank you.
It's really
Right.
tasty.
Let's go find the Darling place. I'll get some drinks for the boat.
I think that's the place you're looking for. All right, so number 3. I'd be below. I should know. Number 3 is if you check it. Well, he says, well, you just follow the boulevard, and it's at the very end to the left. So you walk past.
Thank you very much.
You walk past a couple of other docks, and then you reach one of these huge towers with the dragon head on top. Then you pass some sort of an establishment, like an inn, which number 4, which says Sweet Home. When you look inside, it looks like a very decorative, cozy home, where as if it was styled to be looking like a pleasant home of somebody. But it's quite a big style. This is what they told you to look for rooms. And then it's another one of those huge stone towers with the stone dragon head on top. Then you pass a place, number 5, which says Griff's Nest. It's homemade food, some tables. You see an old dwarven couple and a dog running around, and they are serving their guests. And then you walk past that place and get to number 2. Well, that's the harbor, the open harbor. And then the very end, there is next to the harbor, obviously, is Everyone's Darling.
Right. We'll grab a few drinks and get back to the boat.
Okay, so loud shouting, singing, and clanking of mugs emanate from this large tavern at all times. It's full of sailors, the prices are low, and they have beautiful servers. The smoky
Fantastic. Let's just stay here then.
The smoky interior is made comfortable with round tables and red cushioned seats. You find a wide selection of drinks.
We would like, excuse me, saddle up to the go up to the bar. Come on, fellas, let's get up to the bar. They got room for a dragon in here?
Well, he doesn't. I mean, look, he can come in, but
Nice. I said you can come in. Let's go.
yeah, well, sure.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah. It deserves a drink. We all do.
Is the bard playing?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Do you need help me
I'm
out?
doing. Yeah, sure.
So there is a guy, a bard, playing inside on a very strange instrument. It's like a guitar but has more strings. Has a skull and some bones for the head of the instrument. And he's got, well, you will see the guy. He's playing some really rock sounding music, very high tempo, you know,
And high pitch.
high pitched, yeah. Yeah, you get a table and yeah, you these little round tables with the red cushioned seats, and you sit down, and you know one of these beautiful, very young server ladies comes over to your table and asks for, gives you a menu actually, and you can choose what to drink. It's all drinks. It's not for
Hand
food.
back the menu. No, yes. Look, here's the deal. We got a friend waiting on the boat, so we can't stay here all night. What we need to do is, we would like a selection of your 5 best bottles of the good stuff. Vary it up. We leave it up to your discerning tastes, and some glasses we can take back for boat drinks.
You need to pay for the glasses though.
Oh, we're glad to pay for the
It's
glasses.
just-
We'll pay
it's
for the
just
hooch too. We'll pay for both.
All right. So
And there's the proprietor is a half dragon.
he's not here.
Person, overseas operation person.
Person, where do you see that? Where's this person? Oh, okay. So you see. Oh, what color are these? And this is where we're going to finish for today.
Relax.
Can you please check?
I'm
Maybe
checking.
you're quicker than I am.
I'm checking. Plans.
Oh, and there's a typo.
Yeah,
right
I-
there.
I also noticed. Where is it?
So there's a
half brass humans.
half breast human, dragon. Okay, so let's start over. Half breast dragon human stands behind.
Drop.
Oh, dude.
No, he's back. So a half brass dragon human.
Half breast dragon human stands behind the counter, leaning against the wall, looking at some papers and writing some stuff and handling something within the counter. And his men are, behind the counter serving, and also, as I said, a lot of beautiful girls. The music is loud, played by this bard. It is distorted by some magical effect, and he's basically like playing metal music, like on his strange instrument, and all the guests are, you see, rough sailors drinking and shouting and cheering. And we will calculate the cost of all the drinks and the glasses, and I will let you know next session when we continue. But before we finish, I would like to ask your opinions about this session, and I know it's been a very social one. Let me know your thoughts, please.
I think. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead, April.
No, I was just gonna say really quickly. It was really social, but it still felt like we made a lot of progress, and
Yes.
we're able to pull some things together, and kind of feel like, okay, you the temporary, hey, we got a plan and we're executing and it's going great, isn't it? But yeah, I continue to love Liberty and Hope. I think that they have been one of my like favorite NPCs introduced in the storyline. How can you not? Um, and I'm absolutely convinced that they're ancient, dragons. There's something going on there because a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old running a tea shop successfully in an underground
Suspicious.
existence, and they've been doing it for years. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm leaning away from the dragon. I think there's got to be some kind of something else that but yeah, but there's definitely something. And it is Mayra has no clue. Mayra's like, what enterprising young children. It is so good to see that they are. So yeah,
Capable, self-sustaining little children.
right. They're on the right path to being productive members of society. Good for them.
But not this society.
Right, not this society.
Yeah, we will see.
I appreciated the open social nature of it, being able to just have more conversations in character, more planning, more discussion, more kind of free form, see what happens. I think the whole thing just had a really nice flow to it, and it was a lot of fun and really felt like a lot moved forward. It really did. I know it sounds probably like, maybe that sounds strange because like in the grand scheme, what did they do? Talk to the Harbormaster, talk to each other, and then went to go pick up dinner. But it felt like it just felt like there was a lot of movement as characters. Well, there's a lot of in-character discussion and conversation, which is always great. Yeah, it was really super cool. I thought the secret kind of like underground movement, you've got the trying to get people to freedom and break the chains and all that kind of stuff. It's an awesome element to introduce in the midst of all of this stuff. It's kind of like this house of cards, right? And we're going, we can pull this Jenga block apart and it will crumble. However, there are going to be things that are going to be missed opportunities that will crumble before that because we didn't do certain things with certain people. So it's like you can only do so much, and at some point the house of cards gets too big. So I'm excited to see how it all plays out.
How big we can make it.
How big can we? How much of a mess can we make?
When Plan Q comes into effect.
I did want to say too. Tommy, at one point, Rax introduced the group to somebody, and when he said Faramalars's name, he went Faramallars like that. And the reason that he did it, I thought, well, he speaks Draconic, right? And if that's how Faramallars says his name, that's the way it sounds in Draconic. So the reason for doing that was like that. I was like, oh, okay, so that's what Draconic sounds like.
The pronunciation,
yeah. So that's why he did it like that. Yeah, this is Faramallars. The proper pronunciation.
John, anything to add?
I love being able to get ship upgrades and do something that is in the character player. Like it's like, oh, video game checkmark. Yes.
Oh yeah, we have.
It's all mission.
You have your own stat block for the ship, which you didn't yet really see.
Yeah.
But,
We can ask the Harbormaster. Are there any other upgrades?
We're here and we have time.
because there are
Yeah.
a big list of them. So there's a lot to upgrade on your ship. Go ahead.
And I think it's fun to kind of the opposite side of the House of Cards is because of the decisions we have made, like feeling that pressure in this ever-changing environment is hilarious. Like, oh yeah, we still have these spell slaves that we've kind of got to do something with. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a gag at the end, like, oh, they're still down there.
All of the residue from the previous adventures just pile up and
Yeah, we just keep on giving them good berries. It'll be fine. And we'll push it down.
yeah.
Doing great. They're living their best lives.
We're not dead.
Yeah.
So just thinking about the things that are catching us now because of our choices is quite fun.
Good
Yeah.
to hear you enjoy it. Tommy, something to add?
Yeah, I just I second what Joe said about the kind of the dynamics of the session. So I also felt that it kind of progressed,
Mhm.
and things fell into place. I feel, so there, and multiple threads are going on. Not side quests per se, because these are,
Don't
yeah, but
spoil
these,
it.
sure. But it's it's evident, I think, because we
Yeah,
have
there's a lot to fall in place, and once they do, you will have a clean overview of
Oh,
the
show.
goal
Yeah,
of
yeah,
for
sure.
sure the goal ahead. But yeah, we will continue unfolding and unpeeling and revealing all of this in the next session. So I would like to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you to John and April and Joe from Twice the Dice for being with us on this journey. Please visit April's and Joe's channel where they play Crown of the Oathbreaker on Twice the Dice. It's linked in the description below. Please check out elderbrain.com if you're interested in Torrents of the Spellhoarder and Crown of the Oathbreaker, and catch us on Discord if you would like to add your Tavern Rumors to Scepter of the Lightbringer, our next adventure, or just tell us all about your adventures with the previous ones. Please also like and subscribe to this channel so that you can keep track of our future sessions. Leave a comment. We will be here next time with more adventure. Thank you so much, guys.
Bye.
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 Bye.